I got all my stripes in this motherfucker, so just call me Colonel Cash Out. You niggas like it. Let me show you how I'm coming. I'm better known as Hood Star. If you don't know me from the hood, check me out on World Star. Shout out to my shooting guard, yeah, he'll shoot. If we catch.
Greetings, never quitters. Welcome back to another video, and today we're gonna be talking about knowing when people are trying to use you. But before we get started, you know I gotta turn to a YouTuber real quick. Make sure you hit that like button or that dislike button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that post notification bell. You know what I'm saying? Help my videos get out into the algorithm, man. We really gotta spread this message out to all the people. All the new people coming in, everybody who wanna see this, everybody who's going to see this. I need y'all to understand the type of content I post, and I need this to get out to everybody. But with that being said, let's get into it. So, why you need to know when people are trying to use you or when people are using you? I mean, it's very important. You don't want to be no goofy. You don't want to be a fool. People can't use you, obviously. You don't want to be one of those. People take advantage of you. No, not over here. You ain't using me. It ain't happening. You go use him or somebody else or her. You ain't using me. You gotta have that mindset when you enter the world. When you enter the world, don't be a person that people could use. Don't be that, because they're not gonna respect you. Respect is super important in this world. People have to respect you. They have to. In order to really like you and for people to really fuck with you, people to really mess with you, man, they gotta respect you first. Have to. Now everybody's not gonna respect you. Granted, everybody's not gonna respect you. That's okay. Everybody don't have to. They not obligated. You know, that's not the point. But as a man in this world, especially as a man, you gotta really stand on your respect. Super important. You gotta be like, okay, I'm not for the disrespect. I'm not tolerating the disrespect. So, but it all goes back to the knowing when you being used. It's obvious. Like, you gotta watch the people around you. You gotta really see, okay, what are they around you for? Like, this is another question. Do the people in your life, do they only hit you up when they need something? Do they only hit you up when they want something, when they want a favor? That's a clear sign that you're being used. If that's the only time they talk to you, then they not your friends. They're not your homies. They not none of that. Because they're using you. You're literally like just another resource to them. You ain't their real friend. They using you. And the best thing for you to do is get away from no type of people. You don't stay around nobody that's using you. You just don't. You don't do that. Get away from them people. Far, far away. People using you, that's a detriment to your health. Because you thinking it's one thing when really it's another. You think these people your friend if you want to. You're gonna find out real quick. You just an ATM to them. Or whatever it is they use you for. That's what you are. You're a supplier. And if they not your real friends, whoever it is, a girl, you think she your girlfriend, she just using you. She only call you for money. She don't really fuck with you. She don't really love you. Supporting, you gotta know when you being used or when people trying to use you. Right before it happens, you gotta notice. If they keep asking you for stuff, you gotta distance yourself in them. And don't be scared to say no. Say that no word. No. N-O, no. Y'all gotta get better at saying no. I understand you don't want to hurt people's feelings, but fuck all that. You gotta say no. N-O. You have to say no. Get better at saying no. Especially if it's stuff you don't want to do. You don't want to just be doing something you don't really want to do it. You gotta really get square with yourself and know who you are as a person, who you are as a man. You gotta have the balls and the guts to say no. I don't want to do that. No. You want to do? No. No. Get better at saying no. Stand on your stuff. Have a backbone. Don't be no pushover. No sissy. You got to actually have respect and courage. You got to have self-respect for yourself. If you don't even respect yourself, how in the world is other people going to respect you? Then you don't even respect yourself. How they going to respect you? You don't even respect yourself. It don't work like that. You can't let people use you, bro. As soon as it's the moment you feel like you're being used or somebody trying to use you, get away from that. Be like, I gotta go. You gotta cut that off right away. Cause you're gonna start trapping yourself in the illusion of maybe I'm just thinking too much. No, you're not thinking too much. That's your spirit trying to tell you that you're being used. You ain't over exaggerating nothing. You're being used. You can't be used. You just can't. Because that's not doing nothing for you. In the long run, you ain't gaining nothing out of being used. They gaining everything while you're gaining nothing. How that work? You see how that sound? They gaining all the stuff. They gaining your time, your energy, your resources, all that. And you're not gaining none of that back. Nothing. And what I tell you about time is a man's most valuable resource. You can never get your time back. So they taking that too? Cause it requires a time investment on both parts, but mostly yours. That's gonna suck. You realize that it's gonna suck, and even when you finally come to that realization, when you understand you're being used at first, it's gonna suck at first, but you're gonna feel a lot better that you got yourself out of that situation, and that you're no longer being used, or they no longer trying to use you. Okay? You can't be no fool out here, like I said. You cannot be no fool. Use who? Use him? You ain't using me. Talking about you. If you want to be around me, we gotta be benefiting each other. I'm not just gonna be the only one giving, and I'm never getting back. What type of relationship is that? With anybody, your friends, a girl, a romantic, a man, whatever it is, whatever type of relationship, you don't be in nothing like that. Where it's one-sided. You don't want to be in nothing that's one-sided. Because that's what it is. Only the one side is benefiting. Their side, not yours. You have to know when you're being used. You got to get cognizant of that. You got to get aware of that. You got to get conscious of that. Like, oh, they trying to use me. I got to get away from them type of people. Yeah, you do. You don't want to stay around nobody that's using you, that's trying to use you, because they don't really care about you. Put yourself around people that actually care about your well-being. They actually ask you how your day is. You notice that too? People who use you, they don't care. They don't care about how your day is. They don't care about how you doing. When you notice when people ask little stuff like that, how was your day today? How you doing? What's up, man? What's going on? They trying to see about you. Them the people that really care about you. See the difference? The people that just trying to use you, they only hit you up when it's something that they need. They don't just talk to you just to try to see how you doing. Because they don't care about you. And when you care about yourself, you can see that. You can see through that. You can see like, oh, these people don't care about my well-being. These people don't really give up about what I'm doing, what I'm going through. Because as you get more of a better relationship with yourself, you're able to spot that quicker. You're able to be like, oh, these are the type of people that's actually for me, and these the type of people that's actually not. Like you'll get better at doing that. You'll get better at seeing people that's trying to use you. I am not the one. I'm not going to be used. Because I'm going to spot it. And it's in the moment I feel like I'm being used, I'm going to get out of that situation. You need to have the same mindset too. This life is too short for you to be sitting up here being used and you don't even know it. That's tough. That's bad for you. Like, that's crazy. So get better at knowing when people trying to use you or when they are using you. Otherwise, you're gonna always be a fool and they gonna run all over you and they gonna use you until there's nothing left of you. Stay positive, have a good day, and never give up.